I'm sorry, Pinkie. I guess I forgot about that rule. Oh, no! If I'm out, you don't have a partner! You won't be able to get your third win! Actually, since there's another player who has also had his teammate disqualified...
Rule 19.7b, whereby players whose teammates were disqualified may form a new team.
Oh, okay. I'll just cheer you on from over there. The next category is Ancient Legends. Oh, we're gonna crush this round.
Yeah, I don't know, Twilight. You seem out of the zone today. But don't worry, I can pick up the slack.
What? I am the reigning trot champ. If there's any slack that needs picking, I'll be the up. I mean, wait.
I'm just saying, you seem a little frazzled, and I do have a correct answer percentage to maintain.
Who traveled to Equestria from a distant land, seeking to steal the magic from its pony inhabitants? That would be Lord Tirek.
Technically, that answer is incomplete. The answer is Lord Tirek and Scorpion.
But Scorpion tried to convince Tirek not to do it, so technically he wasn't part of it, even if it started out... never mind. Look, Sunburst, I realize I may have been a little off earlier, but I'm really good at this game. How many holes are there in Daring Do's hat? 20! Correct!
Twilight, I knew that one! You just cost us a point and the correct answer I needed to boost my percentage.
Well, I knew it too. You're not the only pony to ever read a book, you know.
You're right, Twilight. I'm sorry, but now that I think about it, I'm not so sure about Dash's answer. Could you do a quick fact check?
Oh, I know it's 20, but if you want proof... Wait, according to Rule 18.3, I can't check outside reference material. Are you trying to get me disqualified? What kind of pony would do that to their own teammate?
You're right, Twilight. I don't know what got into me. I was so focused on my correct answers, I wasn't thinking straight. Can you forgive me?
It's okay, Sunburst. I understand. And I have a teammate of my own to apologize to. Lucky for you, Cranky's awake. And according to Rule 57.6b...
Players previously disqualified for sleeping may rejoin the game, provided they're well rested.
Where am I? What time is it? Where are my morning hay cakes?
Pinkie, you were the best teammate I could ask for. But I let wanting to win keep me from seeing that. I knew you wanted to win, but I probably could have helped a little. And even if I couldn't. We still could have had fun. I'm so sorry for not realizing it. I got so obsessed with one thing, I forgot what really mattered. No, that doesn't sound like you at all. Well, win or lose, nothing is more important than my friend. Or my team. Twi-Pie forever? I don't know. I understand. I guess even the Princess of Friendship can mess things up with her friends. Oh, it's not that. It's just that I already changed it to Team Twi-Burst, and now I guess I should change it to Sundoodle? Starlight? I just thought I'd check in to see how the search for a Vice Headmare was going.
A lot better now.
Okay.
I really wanted it to be a friend, so I ended up pushing aside some pretty big signs that it wasn't gonna work out.
Not every pony is right for every job, but every pony has something to contribute. The trick is figuring out what.
What if you and your friend can't figure it out?
If you have a job to do, you have to decide what's best and be upfront and honest, even if that means you can't work with a friend on it.
So, I guess that means talking to them at the beginning, instead of stringing them along until you get so frustrated you totally lose it and say a bunch of really awful things?
Pretty much.
Oh. Trixie? I know you're in there.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm sorry for all those things I said. I just really wanted it to work out, even though I knew it probably wouldn't. I should have said something sooner.
Obviously, we can't have what we want because I'm terrible at everything and could never help you with anything.
You aren't terrible, and you have a lot of great qualities. Maybe not Vice Headmare qualities, but great and powerful friend qualities. Well, you really stand by the ponies you care about. Gallus even said no creatures ever stuck up for him the way you did with Grandpa Gruff. It would have been nice to run the school together, but not every pony is right for every job.
I know how you take your responsibilities seriously, and maybe I should have known I wasn't exactly a perfect fit.
If it makes you feel any better, no pony was.
What do you mean?
Well, Dr. Hooves has decided to go back to his experiments, and Octavia is worried the responsibilities of Vice Headmare will take too much time away from her music. Maybe getting a Vice Headmare was a bad idea.
Starlight, obviously you'd like some help, and hiring a Vice Headmare is a great idea.
But who could it be?
Well, you need some pony who's responsible like you, and detail-oriented like Twilight, and smart, obviously. It is a school, after all.
It would be nice if I got along with them, since having it be a friend can't work out.
Maybe it can.
And I knew as soon as I read Trixie's scroll that it was the exact right thing for me to do.
But what about being Flurry Heart's crystaller?
Well, honestly, now that Flurry Heart's a little older, there really isn't much for me to do outside of the occasional tradition or festival. And working at a school is what I always thought I'd do. I mean, if you'll have me.
Are you kidding? You're hired!
I had a feeling this would work out.
Oh, Trixie, thank you so much.
Between being insightful when I want to be and giving good advice when I don't mean to, I suppose I can be a pretty good friend.
More than that, actually. You really did give good advice. And you helped me talk through the problem of finding the right pony for the job. And we know you care about the students.
Trixie, the great and powerful advice giver, problem talk thrower, and student care about her. I think I'll go with friend.
Friend is perfect. But there's a position here at the school you might be right for, too. What would you say to being the School of Friendship's new student counselor?
I'd say this office needs a bit of redecorating. Potted plants scream desperation.
Phyllis, no!
Here it comes!
I know how I used to react, but I really have changed. Panicking won't solve anything. But we can handle whatever problems come our way, as long as we handle them together.
Spoken like a true leader. How can we help?
I love a good to-do list. So tell me exactly what happened so we can figure out exactly what to do to fix it.
been a reminder not to fear the night, for there is always a new day to look forward to. But as we look towards Equestria's future, I am sad to say that today will be the last Summer Sun celebration. Because there is something even more important to celebrate. There are 2 ponies who have watched over us night and day for as long as we can remember. We will no longer commemorate their battle or their reunion. Instead, we will take this day to celebrate how much they mean to all of us. From this day forward, today will be known as the Festival of the 2 Sisters.
We don't know what to say.
A brand new holiday? You're my kind of princess.
I'm just glad we pulled it off.
About that, we just wanted to say we're real sorry.
You did tell us you'd changed. As your friends, we should have trusted you. Next time you say you're not gonna freak out, we'll believe you.
Good, because I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of things I'll need my best friend's help with.
You know, it really does seem like you just might be ready for whatever comes next, Your Majesty.
So, did you find what you're looking for?
Once again, I've found success where you all find failure. I have located what I sought, and tomorrow I will set out to retrieve it. When I return, Equestria will finally be ours for the taking.
Oh, stop pouting.
You knew you couldn't stay that buff. You had to return all the life force to those Earth ponies so Grogar doesn't suspect anything.
I don't have to like it.
Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself on your super relaxing picnic, sister.
I would be if you hadn't made us hike through a million prickle bushes.
Well, they hurt less than that horrible howling you dragged us to.
That was Ponigliacci, and it's an opera. And you made us leave early even though it was still my turn.
Oh, just face it, Luna. You are never happy.
Because you don't want me to be happy. I always have to do things your way. I bet you wish I'd never come back so you could still rule day and night.
You think I like that kind of pressure? Being responsible for every little thing in Equestria and you? What I'd like is a sister I can depend on.
You mean boss around?
Calm down, Luna!
No! And don't you dare use your Canterlot voice on me! I think this adventure would be better if I did it by myself!
Fine! I just remembered something I forgot I always wanted to do. Be alone!
Guess we have the same thing on both of our lists, then.
Pinkie, you got those appetizers yet?
So we're just going to have to do it sequins.
Sorry for the bad news, but the courtyard is full of swans waiting to get in. And we're nowhere near ready.
How does Celestia and Luna rule a kingdom and get all this done by themselves every year?
Oh, how droll.
What's the funny part, exactly?
The princesses never do all the ceremony planning by themselves.
They don't?
Oh, goodness, no. That's what the gala planning committees are for. No pony could handle all this. Are those sequins?
Still rude.
Ooh, new plan, every pony. We're going to delegate.
You're on food duty.
I need gemstones and purple satin.
Tell the ponies at the gates that there's a slight delay on the gala. Oh, if it's not too much trouble, I mean.
Now who can we get to clean up all this garbage?
I'm delegating!
So this is how you rule Equestria. Things are so much more relaxing without my bossy sister.
Who needs a gloomy sister moping around all the time anyway?
Honestly, Princess, didn't you wear any sunblock?
That's a thing? Celestia would have warned me if she were here.
Now, was it 2 left turns and a right, or 2 right turns and a left? Luna always handled directions. And scared away the chickens. Oh, I thought climbing Mount Kilimanjaro was on my list.
I'm not copying you. I just wanted to watch the sunrise.
I'm here for the moonset.
Good friend reminded me that I can make anything I care about totally awesome. So, from now on, I'm gonna give this thing 120%. And I expect the same from you. We are gonna dance. We are gonna cheer. We're gonna make the biggest pony pyramid Equestria's ever seen. And when we're done, we're gonna make sure every pony on that field is so pumped up, they'll forget they even came to see a game.
Yeah, but not so pumped up that they forget to buy a pennant or a button or a quality souvenir t-shirt. What?
The game of buckball traditionally requires an earth pony, a pegasus, and a unicorn, but I appreciate you allowing my students to compete.
Of course. And the wings and magical dampening ring you made seem to be working really well.
Indeed, though not as well as your team.
Ooh, this suspense is horrible. I'm the most nervous I've ever been. And that's saying something. I know how you feel. Don't worry. Celestia's team might be tough, but we can still win this thing. What? Oh, yeah, totally. But I wasn't talking about the game. Come on.
And that's the end of the first half.
Yeah! Sorry, can't talk right now. I sure hope Dash being nervous is a good sign. Over and over and over again. We'll cheer for our team till the very end.
hope Silverstream found a good place to hide. There could be hundreds more cockatrices on the way. If this really is a migration, it'll take a full lunar cycle to complete.
Oh, I have to get word back to our parents that Silverstream could be surrounded by those terrifying birds!
And as handsome as Mudbriar is now, we should probably catch one of them to turn him back to normal.
Ugh, this is all my fault. I'm never taking time off from my counseling duties again.
That seems a little extreme.
Really? If I hadn't galloped off to a holiday celebration, Silverstream would be safe with her family, and you'd all be enjoying Maud's party. Instead, my student is missing, we're surrounded by a flock of petrifying chicken snakes, and Maud's boyfriend was turned into a hunk of rock!
You got the hunk part right.
And to top it off, we have no idea if Silverstream even came to Everfree at all. But I have no idea where else to look!
Has that always been there?
What? Oh, that's the student's treehouse. Apparently it grew from the Tree of Harmony and... Of course! That should have been the first place we looked! Silverstream, look out! Counselor Starlight, no! Wait!
This is Edith. She's helping me with my project.
I don't understand.
After you encouraged me to solve my own problem, I decided to get my project done before I left. That way I could really focus on my family during my visit. The school was closed, so I came here.
Why didn't you tell anyone? Mom and Dad are worried sick.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Once Edith volunteered to help, I guess I lost track of time.
Cockatrices are really friendly if you know how to interact with them.
I can't believe you figured out how to trigger her nesting response.
They are really fascinating creatures. Did you know that they migrate to the Everfree Forest once a year?
Can you imagine what would happen if you stumbled on a whole flock of these?
I have a few ideas.
I'm sorry you got turned to stone looking for me, but I'm glad Edith was able to turn you back.
How do you tell the difference?
I have mixed feelings about it.
Technically, I will always be a stick pony, but the experience has given me an even deeper appreciation for the density and permanence of rock.
Swoon.
Silverstream and I should get going, but I wanted to thank you for everything you did to help find her.
I just wish I hadn't abandoned her in the first place.
Starlight, you didn't abandon her.
I might as well have. And even though it turned out all right, things could have been a lot worse.
You can't be expected to supervise your students every second of every day.
I'm not so sure.
I like that you're always available, but it kind of makes it okay to come to you with stuff that maybe isn't super important. Of course, being a school counselor is a big responsibility, but always being at work isn't fair to any pony, especially me.
Do you think if I had set times to see me, it might help you decide what you really need to talk about?
To be honest, you really weren't very helpful with the other stuff anyway.
Yeah, wait, what?
Happy Spring Solstastic, every pony! Who wants a piece of Mrs. Cake's famous...
Petrified dessert?
You had me at petrified.
So you're saying it's a mix-up of the sounds that I just made that coaxed the snicker from your throat in a delicate cascade? If I did it one more time, if I reproduced that feat, mixed up some letters here and there, you'd lily-bath too sweet. Then that's all I need to do, that's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me. Squirting flowers and knobby knees, rubber chicken's my expertise. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
Yeah!
I suppose now I should amp things up to get the thing I'm after. Move whole syllables around and change them fastest to get laughter. Can't stop now, I'm on a roll, I've almost got it back. Bright folks like you aren't subject to my play on words attack. With something else I'll have to play to get me where I'm going.
What you gonna do?
Some kind with cheese. Accordion solo!
Shredded cheese!
And it's what I need to do. It's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me. Whoopee cushions and dungarees. I know jokes like my ABCs. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese. And now my biggest test, the hardest fish to fry. A mind so analytical, a sense of humor dry.
So dry.
To make you laugh would prove to me that this experiment's done. Something ridiculous and not too smart. Something like a pun.
Hey, Sans, how did the laughing bird's eggs hatch? They cracked up!
Sir, that is so ridiculous.
Then that's all I need to do. That's all I need to see. I thought I needed laughter, but it had to come from me. Squirting flowers and knobby knees. Rubber chickens and dungarees. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
It's so good to have you back, sir. Finally, we can get the factory back to how things used to be.
Sans, my good pony, I don't think I can run this factory anymore. But you can!
Without you? I don't understand.
Pinkie was right. This is what I need! I just can't have funny ideas. I need to wander the land and see ponies laughing at them. You can run the factory, but I need to live! And don't think I've forgotten about you, little buddy. I knew you'd be on board. Don't worry, out on Equestria, I'll have more great ideas for gags, and I'll send them all to you!
Sir, are you sure this is what you want to do?
Of course! It's my life's purpose!
Hey, that's what I came here looking for.
You did? Well, come on! Let's figure it out!
Actually, I think I'm good. And then I said goodbye, and then I came here. Oh, and then I gathered you all together and started telling you about it.